Hello to you, and welcome to another episode of Comics and Closets with Nathan. I am your host, Nathan Guerra. This is the show where we discuss / review comics from my ever-growing collection of physical and digital comic books. Today's episode, Superman Red, Superman Blue. Today's episode, we will be discussing the ever-controversial Superman Red, Superman Blue. As you can tell by the cover, not a lot there. This particular cover art is brought to you by Dan Jurgens and Joe Rubinstein, or Rubinstein, depending upon your stance on pronunciation. As you can see, we have our two Supermen standing back to back, a la a bad buddy cop poster. It's really poorly drawn, it's not very dynamic, it's not very interesting. It really sets the tone for what you're about to get yourself into. We open with Superman Blue. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Superman Blue actually comes to us from a time when Superman did not have access to solar energies that give him his superhuman powers. So he developed energy-based powers. We open with Superman Blue in pursuit of the Toymaker. The Toymaker is a genius Toymaker. I feel it says a lot about the character of Superman, the type of hero that he is, if he is often foiled by a really smart guy who makes Barbies. There's a B story in this that involves some sort of beast named Snoke or Snork or Snarf. I don't know. It was really hard to get invested. Somehow Jimmy Olsen is involved. It's not good. It's just not good. It seems that the Toymaker has escaped from Strikers and is going to wreak havoc on Metropolis, unless Superman saves the day. We find Toymaker at his job with a robot toy in hand. Moments later, this robot toy becomes Cyborg, the Superman villain Cyborg. Doesn't make sense to you? Don't worry, it doesn't make sense to me either. Now we have the Toymaker and Cyborg. I don't get the math here. Two villains that nobody cares about, if you put them together, we'll get something positive out of it. You don't. It's a very uninteresting, uninspired story. Cyborg calls out Superman by attacking the city. Superman finds himself trapped by one of the Toymaker's toys. Fade to black. Next thing we know, Superman is in some sort of prison designed just for him, of course. And Cyborg explains to him, of course, that his energies are going to be siphoned off into 100 different directions and put into these magical energy containment urns that he will then send into outer space, maybe? Finally, we jump ahead to the Cyborg flipping the switch. Superman's energies get pulled into different directions. He disappears and then reappears in a yin and yang ball of flame of blue and red and emerges as Superman Blue and Superman Red. Superman Blue goes to take care of the Toymaker. Seems easy enough. Superman Red goes and handles the Cyborg. Again, easy enough. And then once they've both dealt with their respective foes, they sense that the other foe is no longer there or they're not needed anymore. It's just so bad. Once they've concluded that all is well, they both decide individually to return to the Daily Planet. And that is where the comic ends, on a cliffhanger leading us to believe that what comes next? Some sort of 90s sitcom-style antics where these two dudes who are the same dude run into each other. It's just so bad. I hate to be so negative. I love comic books, and I love the idea of loving comic books that I own. And I do own this comic book, but I think I owned it from a time when I didn't have an appreciation for plot, or character, or art. But it's controversial for a reason. I think there are some people out there that like it. I think it's dynamic in its own weird way. And I can't fault them for that. People like different things. It's just so bad, though. This has been another episode of Comics and Closets with Nathan. I was your host, Nathan Guerra. Join us next time when we discuss / review another randomly selected comic book from my collection. Don't forget to leave a comment with a suggestion for a comic or comic book character that you would like me to discuss / review. If I don't have it in my collection, I'll try and buy it. And if I can't buy it, guys, what are we doing? Come on. And don't forget, if we don't keep buying them, they won't keep making them.